All right, then. So it's time for us to, just sink our teeth into the conversation this evening. And we're looking at reasons why you need to insure yourself and be protected in the year 2025. But before we do that, February 1st saw the enforcement of the third-party motor insurance. It's a renewed drive, by the way. It's not to say that that insurance policy hasn't been in place. And it's not to say that most of us didn't know that it's a compulsory insurance policy. But somehow, we found out that only 30%, and the Director General, rather the National Commissioner, that's the Commissioner for Insurance in Nigeria for NICOM, did say that what they have found out is only 30% of vehicles on our roads are the ones carrying any form of insurance, right? Be it the compulsory third party or perhaps the comprehensive. Only 30% of vehicles on our road are carrying that. So if you put a rough estimate of over 11 to 12 million vehicles on Nigerian roads, it tells you that just barely 3 to 4 million of them will have an insurance policy, which is very, very sad. And that is why they had a collaboration with the Nigerian police force. And you heard the Inspector General of Police back in January, he said, from the 1st of February, of course, that enforcement will be on. And sincerely, I can tell you, across most states in Nigeria, the enforcement of the third-party compulsory insurance has been on. So we've gone to the streets to hear from people, especially here in Lagos. Let's find out from them what they make of that enforcement drive. I'm talking about the renewed enforcement drive for third-party motor insurance. This is 3 weeks down the line. How's it been for you? Let's listen to some people at Ikeja.
I think that third-party insurance stuff is working unless you have maybe comprehensive. Even with the comprehensive, you still need to prove beyond reasonable doubt before they can do anything on your vehicle. That's just the issue.
The implementation of the third-party insurance of vehicle, like I have now, I don't know anything about the modalities. All I know is that when I want to do the particulars of my vehicle, I do the vehicle particulars, vehicle license, MOT, which is the roadworthiness and insurance. Most of the insurance, we don't even know where they are, where their offices. We just realize that they have issued us an insurance paper. All the modalities, the intricacies, I want to believe not so many people know anything about it. So that's my take.
Pertaining to the third-party insurance is not a scam. Is never a scam. I have one. I've not used it. Like I've not had a what is it called? I've not had a claim. So, but I know it's not a scam. You understand? I have it. I have an active one, but I've never had a claim on the third-party insurance. I have another car which I have a comprehensive insurance, and I do have claims on that one on many times. But on the third-party insurance, I've never had a claim. It's not a scam. I think the problem with just having is lack of orientation. Personally, from the insurance company. The insurance company, they are only interested in collecting that premium. They should also go on radio, TV, print medias and all that, and give people orientation, more knowledge about when people have claims on third-party insurance. So some people even just believe that third-party insurance is just for you to escape police, extortion, or just to beat the police wahala on the road. No, between that February 1st and now that they started that enforcement, as at today now, from my knowledge, they've been able to rake in over 200 billion naira of premium. You can confirm that. Insurance is very good. Any form of insurance is very good. Let people go and do it. Thank you very much.
I've never put it to use, so I don't know whether it's working. If you are involved in an accident, and you want to make a claim, that is when you know whether it is actually effective or not. But since I've never made a claim with it, I can't tell whether it is effective or not, because I've never been involved in any accident where I have to make use of my third-party insurance to make any claim. But I hope it works.
Okay, so you heard from people on the street there. I hope it works. I can tell you authoritatively that yes, insurance works. And that is why that advocacy is on. Now, somebody said there that what insurance companies should be doing is to do more orientation, which they have. Okay, they have been doing that. They've been doing a whole lot more. Of course, we wish they can do more too, so that virtually probably all the insurance companies can come together. That third party that we're talking about, over 44 companies in Nigeria are writing third party. All right, let me see if we can take some calls from you. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Hello there. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so what I would like you to do is to share your experience, okay? Share your experience with the third-party thing. What have you seen in terms of the enforcement? So far, so good. People enforce, the police is enforcing it though, but we heard some of you complain about the enforcement drive that is ongoing right now. Do you think there are better ways we can have achieved that enforcement? This is 3 weeks down the line. Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, it's B.
Oh, B, how are you doing?
Very good.
Okay, good. Let's hear from you, B.
Talking about the well.
Hello,
but
B. We couldn't hear you. Your line is breaking. You're talking about enforcement.
Oh, so,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying I have my third party
insurance
complete, so I have no problem with the enforcement. But I have an observation.
All right.
It's just unfortunate that when there is a law or an enforcement that is meant to, be for the benefit of the Russians and blah.
Right.
Some people see it as an avenue to make money.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Yes, because those that are meant to do the enforcement, you see them stopping cars. And, instead of doing the right thing, you see they collect money from them and they let them go.
They let them go. Have you seen that recently? Hello, B. B, are you there? Oh, it appears we're lost. B, can you hear me now?
So I think something.
Okay. All right. We're having a very, very bad connection with B's line. But what B is just saying is that enforcement is on, though. But what he is finding, or perhaps his findings show that once the enforcement officials see these motorists, those that do not have the third party, which is compulsory, they more or less do exchange of hands and they let them go. Well, that's not the intention. The intention really is for them to go get an insurance policy. It's a third party and it only costs 15,000 naira, okay? With that, you are covered for the whole year in terms of you causing any damage to a third party or any vehicle that you are involved in an accident with, or perhaps if you damage another person's property, or somebody runs or perhaps dashes across the road and your vehicle hits that person. That means the insurance company will be able to compensate you in terms of taking charge of the third party, which is the whole idea for that. B, thank you so much. 08099120777 and 09153877127. What do you make of that enforcement drive? So far, so good. I can tell you that this is February 20th, so the year is almost 2 months old, precisely 51 days gone, but it's still very, very early days in realizing your laid down goals. Let's see if we can take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Okay, we're having some very, very rough technical issues there, but then we'll try and smooth that out. So we're still very much in the early days as it relates to your laid down goals in 2025. Now, we believe that most of us are already actualizing our plans and our finances, our plans for our finances, and of course, the financial goals that we've laid down for the year 2025. So do you know that? Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Victor.
Yeah, good evening.
Comrade Daniel.
Comrade Daniel, it's nice to hear from you.
Thank you very much, Victor.
Great. So what do you make of the enforcement drive? So far, so good?
I think so far, so good. The enforcement drive have created some kind of...
Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, the network is playing pranks this evening, but we'll try and see how we're smoothing that out. Yeah, so, Comrade Daniel, just try and see if you can still put that call across. And then if there are observations that you've seen that you think the regulators, the regulatory authorities can also probably adapt to as it relates to this enforcement, maybe you can bring it on board. We're talking about a third-party motor insurance. It's one of 6 compulsory insurances that we have in the industry, and it's the one that provides minimum cover for the third party in the event of an accident. So it's very crucial. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Samson.
Samson. Where are you calling from?
Oh, from Okoba, New Okoba, Boulevard.
New Okoba. It's nice to have you, Samson.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. For this third-party business work, the law enforcement people have to do the needful.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And because of that interview I listened to earlier on, somebody made mention that we are just being given insurance. We don't even know where the insurance people or the office. I will suggest let these insurance people come to all these VIO's office, licensing office once in a while. Let them be stationed there so that people know which of the insurance they want to pick. Even they should have their own choice. Okay. Let there be 3 or 4 insurance companies stationed at all this licensing office or VIO. People choose which one of them to go for.
Right. Okay.
Not that you will have pack everything together for the person and just hand it over to him.
Okay. All right. Very wonderful suggestion, Samson. Thank you so much. The regulators are listening too. Thank you. All right. So for it to be much more effective, he's saying there's the need for the presence of the insurance companies within the licensing offices. And I can tell you that the Nigerian Insurers Association, they are making plans on that, having some partnerships with the licensing office to ensure that genuine insurance, because I understand there are some places where fake insurance products are sold to motorists. So as it stands today, do you even know if the insurance policy you are carrying is genuine? Hello, good evening.
Hello. Yeah, Victor, I'm back again, Comrade Daniel.
Yeah, Comrade Daniel, go ahead.
Yes. Yes, I said the enforcement, I think, is working. It's like it has created a kind of awareness to motorists.
Okay.
And the Inspector General Police getting involved, even issuing a statement, a press statement, when the Commissioner for Insurance is steady, has gone viral. Even I received one from my client, I'm a friend today, even what on the third-party enforcement. Okay. There are some write-ups going all around the social media. I think has brought some consciousness among the motorists to see the reason to have a third-party, the minimum third-party insurance.
All right.
The challenge I said we have is also part of the ignorance of the people. Okay. Because as most motorists said, only the third party, whether genuine or not genuine, is just for the police to let him pass, which is not ought to be so. For time immemorial, when the third party came into being, there has always been methodology for claiming in case of an accident.
Right.
It has not been so. But the ignorance of people, and of course, the operators, the underwriters took it as an advantage, making more money from the system. Apart from that, we have the fake institutions, which are also cut in to the ignorance of the people by preparing fake documents for them. What most of them do is in the past, when it has not been computerized, but we don't have the NIID. People just go to home business center or a typist, wipe out the date, and just change the date to the current date.
Can you imagine that?
It's not recorded. Yes, that's what people do. Okay. And the people as well, the police itself, most of the time, they need to be orientated, to be educated as well.
So the big question here as well. So the big question here, Comrade Daniel, I hear the enforcement is on right now, but a lot of times these days, once the police apprehend these vehicles, they ask them if they do not have the policy. Some of them, are willing to part away with some money just for them to be let off, and then when they are let off like that, they continue their business as if there is nothing happening. So what's the insurance company doing? What are they doing to collaborate to ensure that at the points when they are stopped, they can buy that insurance product at once.
I agree with you totally on that. And it has been the challenge over time. The police also contribute to these issues. What I would suggest is that the operators should always have one of the officers attached to policemen on enforcement.
Okay.
So once that is done, anytime they go on enforcement, and an operator should be attached to them, because they have to look at the authenticity of the document. And of course, if they find the motorist wanting, they should be able to give him a genuine certificate on that spot.
All right.
Because everything is online now.
Okay, then. Let's go to that.
And the other challenge, again, let me quickly say this one.
Yes.
Is the ignorance of the motorists of claims. One of your callers just said now, because I'm the advocating in the system whereby, why is it that insurance is being sold, third-party insurance is being sold on the street, on the motor vehicle licensing offices? It's so cheap. I say, what time that motorists or customers can walk into insurance company and purchase their third party and document it very well. And in case there is claim, they will walk in there and also process their claims. Okay. Finally, Victor.
Yes.
With the challenge also, if there's an accident where there's two parties arguing over who is the cause of the accident, at times the police comes in.
Right.
Most of the time, the police traffic division comes in and to determine who is at fault.
Right.
At the end of the day, probably that accident is so fatal, they will need a police report.
Okay.
On getting a police report is another challenge. Challenge in the sense that money must exchange hands.
Right.
And these motorists are always avoiding such issues. Those are the problems. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Comrade Daniel, he's someone who's more or less like an insurance practitioner, and he's also letting us in on the challenges confronting full enforcement of the third-party motor insurance. Flash update coming in says the earlier reported broken down truck that's around Ejigbo corridor is finally off the road. Yes, that happened earlier on at Ejigbo. It's a loaded truck having mechanical fault right in front of GTB Bank. That's at Jakonde Gate, inward NNPC intersection. So that's what you'll find at this time. 08099120777. All right, so those of you that think that the third party is just a police let me pass, or perhaps you've been wondering that, yes, I have this insurance policy in my car and I do not even know if it's a fake one or a genuine one, right? There are ways you can confirm that. The industry, the Nigerian Insurance Association, and of course all their stakeholders, they've been able to put in place something that can make you confirm if that insurance policy that you are carrying is genuine, right? So, well, like we say, you can always go to www.askniid.org, okay? www.askniid.org. And, of course, by the time you impute the details of that policy, it will to confirm for you if it's genuine or not. Now, for the third-party motor insurance, we also say you can also use the USSD code, that's star 565 star 11 hash. Okay, star 565 star 11 hash, and of course, definitely somebody or perhaps that will be able to reveal if the insurance product that you are carrying is genuine or not. All right, limited time left on the program, but of course we'll be saying our bye shortly. 09153877127. What do you think can be done to really make the enforcement much more effective than it is right now? Some of you have said it is something that perhaps we need to put in place, and some of you are saying, although you have the insurance policy, you bought it, but you do not even know where the insurance companies are located. So that's an assignment for you, because it's a policy that you are carrying. It behoves on you for you to be able to authenticate if this is genuine or not. So you must look for that insurance company. If you go on the website, you can find out the locations of all of this, and even the policy that you are given. You definitely see the addresses of those insurance companies. Anyone that you have picked, or perhaps that you bought the policy from, it will definitely reveal. So that's the way that we need to approach it. I was thinking we can extend the discourse beyond this third-party enforcement to reflect on much more reasons why you need to tap into insurance this year. We might just have to shift that to next week when we'll be looking at that in detail. And then I'll be finding out from you, do you have a life insurance? And what are you doing about your life, right? What are you doing to guarantee protection for your life, for your property in the year 2025? We'll be dwelling on that. That will be next week. But we have to go now. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation this evening. Akan Hussein has produced the program as usual. Maximum thanks to Definite Media Concept for putting all of this together. Next Thursday, 6:30, the program makes a return. But till then, I am Victor Oteri. Have a great evening. Bye.